Running a little late. Stuff going on. Sinuses are all jacked up. So, give me if I sound a little off. We got our Bills off season coming to you. It's gonna be a good one. Got a lot of stuff going on in this one, as well as figuring out what we're gonna do with our roster, which I pretty much have an idea what I'm gonna do at this point. From the off-season video or the preview video, we'll just have to see how it shakes out. Got a pretty good team for the most part, so let's start just running through it at this point. So we'll kick into it now. Project. Our contract has been extended, 3 years, $5 million. All the practice squad players were re-signed. The yearly awards kind of went all through that. Let's advance to the off season, baby. Year 2. All right. So let's start out by looking at our roster here. So it looks like we did have the retirement of Drew Brees. He moved on after really riding that into the sunset. Good Super Bowl win for him. Kind of moves off into the sunset with a big win there. We had no other big bets, I don't think, but we're going to go ahead and look at this via the transaction. Let's see who else retired in the NFL. Darian Stewart on the Bears. And this is one here. Phillip Rivers retires, but this is no longer your San Diego Chargers after 2 years after moving to LA. Became LA Chargers. It is now the Houston Voyagers. We have 2 teams in Houston now. Craig Robertson, Brandon Carr, Marshall Yanda, Kyle Love, Edelman Cannon, TB12 retires. We kind of figured that, so we'll have to see how they go. Laney Walker retires. Foster actually retires. Okay. Clay Matthews, Potty, Valor, John Jackson retired. No one picked him up this past offseason. John Lee, Adam Vinatieri, Terrell Suggs, and Malcolm Smith. So some big names coming off, and that is big stuff for a new era coming in the NFL. So let's look at weekly awards. Who got it? I agree with that one over an AFC defense. Could be the one with the pick 6, but hey, it happens. So let's upgrade players first, and then we'll look at who we're going to re-sign. As for Demarius Shields, what did he actually get? I want to know. First one's free. Running sharper routes. Okay, pretty good route runner essentially. When it comes to this, go with the deep threat up. Deep route, medium route, release, catching traffic. He isn't a quote-unquote scheme fit, but hey, I don't think that's going to last for too long for him, not being a scheme fit. Field general for Jermaine Edmonds. Awareness, block shooting, zone coverage. What's his zone coverage up to now? 70, okay. Vaughn Hoskins. Good field general here. Ability to pursuit tackle. Okay. Chauncey Gardner Johnson. Zone was good, right? Yeah, his zone's good. His man coverage could use some work. Look at his tackling, I think. Go with the run support here. 3 to tackle, 1 to zone coverage and play rack. Ooh, that's good. That's a good upgrade right there. That's for players to re-sign. We know we're not going to re-sign Peter Whitehead, but he doesn't want to with us. Quinn Schillinger, I'm good there, going younger. Albert Huggins is not interested. Mari Scott, he's buried in depth chart. We're actually going to move on from Trent Murphy. He's going to be 31, 32, same thing. He's going to be 31 next year. Ty Naseki's 35. We don't want to look at that one. Ty Montgomery, we're going to walk with that. We're not going to pay at $3 million over 3 years for that. We'll see what we got at age 28. We're going to go into the offseason and really figure out what's going on here. Let's see who's available. Let's see what moves we can pick. Or what moves we can make at this point. So, Kareem Hunt and Alvin Kamara are both out here. Marlon Humphrey, who wasn't re-signed by the Ravens, was a shocker. Brendan Brooks kind of knew that. TJ Watt might go over to the Pats. That's going to be some issues. Our preview, he didn't come available. David Njoku might move. Mitchell Trubisky might end up in Miami. Okay. Marlon Mack, James White, Samson Ikubum. Looking at the Cowboys. Nico Roby-Coleman. Got both the Redskins or the Pats. Justin Houston might go over to Baltimore, Chicago. Okay. Derrick Henry to the Dolphins. That might be a big one there. But Campbell doesn't have any bids, so he did actually not retire. Marcus May with the Jets or the Pats. He'll stay probably within the division. They want Taylor, who burned us in that long touchdown in the wild card game. First play of the wild card game against the Titans. Oh, Xavier Woods has no bids either. Zach Cunningham to Chargers, or the Voyagers now. Mike Pouncey, ooh. Okay. Leonard Floyd probably going back to the Bears. And kind of just going through. Get this a bit faster now. Billy Roby probably to Chicago. Yeah, let's kind of go through this. So Cousins probably not. Blake Bortles going to go to the Bears more than likely. That's definitely not an upgrade. Could just be bringing in Trubisky again. I don't know why they're not. My opinion, it'll work. Rookie. Kirk Cousins, 14 million. We'll have to see what it is. Our backups. Hunt and Alvin Kamara definitely will go somewhere. Kind of weird that no one has any bids there, but people just want to feel the market. Davis Murray. How about Montgomery is buried on there? I'm not really looking to make a move in free agency, so fullback I think we're fine, but people fighting over Anthony Sherman's. Fighting over his spot. Taywan Taylor is actually the best receiver available? Ooh. I don't think we're going to be able to bring in Taywan Taylor. Yeah. I'll go over Tajay Sharp then. I want to bring in John Ross as a guy that's going to come in and start fielding punts at the regular, or punts and kickoffs on a regular basis. Kareth White's going to go more into a actual running back scheme, but also kind of work that dual one with him. Taywan Taylor though was so good in that game against us. Is Kendrick Bourne getting? How old is Kendrick Bourne at this point? That's really one thing I gotta worry about, is how old is Kendrick Bourne? He's only 26. He's gonna get better. I was only 24. Okay. What are we gonna do? Well, Zay Jones is only 26. So at that rate, I'd be keeping a player like Zay Jones. Let's see how he is long term. Okay. Shakes it up a little bit. Shakes it up. Tight end. I'd love to make a play on Njoku, but I don't think that's something I want to do. Seals Jones, who's 78 overall. Jake Butt. Now, Ian is 26, but that just comes into the fact that we have Knox anyway. I do like Shaheen though. Like, Shaheen is so good, at least how I use him. You know what? We're going to bring in some competition. We're going to bring in Adam Shaheen. 3 years, $2.35 million. Yep. That's fine for me. Left tackle, Deion Dawkins. We're not going to go high, but Taylor Decker's probably one of the Voyagers. Honestly, will probably go first. At 32 years old, then that'll shake out where everyone else goes. More than likely. Understandable. Same thing with Brandon Brooks. Wilkinson, probably the Jets. It's a good one for them. So for some depth. I don't see the reason why you pay that much for a reserve guy. I just don't see why there. We are definitely going to bring in. Oh, look, but he's 31. I do like that 1 year though. Calais Campbell. At 11 million, at $9 million. Yeah, I do like that 1 year with Calais Campbell. That's good. Nick Jackson, Torrey Poe, Jonathan Hankins gonna get some services probably with the Colts, Eagles, or the 49ers. Harris in the middle. Mario Edwards Jr. Okay. Alright. David Williams. Repeaters. Justin Houston probably going to the Ravens. Probably going to Seattle, and then they'll shake up for the rest of them there. Solomon Thomas. Well, that's intriguing. I do like Solomon Thomas. Solomon Thomas is a very hit or miss player, at least in real life, but I do like him. Plays hard. Played pretty good for the 49ers in real life. TJ Watt, if he goes to a division rival, that's going to make them so much more of a pain. Where's Browser though? Is he a pass rusher? Yeah. We're gonna see the regression bug here in a minute. I forgot to look. Kendall Beckwith, that'd be a good one for the Voyagers. Just Morrow, get some depth, maybe. I do like how our guys who played in reserve played. Lloyd's probably going back to Chicago. Lee, Kyler Fackrell getting up there. He's going to start hitting regression hard. I feel like building for the draft at this point. Wilson, Joe Worley, 76. You know what? I'm gonna bring Joe Hayden. We're gonna use him in a hybrid spot. I know the perfect spot to use him in. We're gonna use him in that. We play two safeties out there. Hyde comes out in the box, comes up in the box, and the Hayden drops back into coverage as that second safety. That is a good way to really pick a corner who's getting slower over time and giving them some extra steps. Essentially. We might end up drafting a safety on top of that. So we're gonna go with ours. So 9 million left. We're gonna make a play at someone. We had the space. fullback. Oh, we're gonna make a bid for Kirk Cousins, backup Josh Allen. 1 year, I'll take that. Yeah, let's see how this works out. Let's go to the next stage. Oh, we're gonna look at regression for this. The Hughes hit by a huge regression bug, went down 26 attribute points. He was in 80s, now down to 73. Yeah, the Calais Campbell hybrid is probably better. Looking at this, yeah. Okay. Micah Hyde start being hit. We gotta think about strong safety. Mitch Moore starting to be hit. You know, look at drafting there. Tyler Croft starting to be hit, so we might get knocked some more ones, or we might end up trading Croft preseason. Quentin Span, who's 30, starting to regress. TJ Yeldon, who's 27, starting to regress a little bit. So we need to add at least one lineman. Figure out our running back situation. Figure out our pass rushing situation. Figure out long term what our tight end situation is. I think our safety situation can be patched up for a year or two. At least for the foreseeable future, it can be patched up a little bit, like we did with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who just hit it out of the ballpark. So we brought in Joe Hayden. That'll be a good one. John Ross, returning kicks, and Calais Campbell with some big ones. Returning from injury, Kendrick Bourne. That's going to be a big one. He's going to be our slot. If we have some injuries, maybe Ross comes in that position. So we had some good ones there. We have 1.61. Kirk Cousins and Adam Shaheen. Oh my God, Kareem Hunt going to the Patriots would be a nightmare. Marlon Humphrey, the Colts maybe? Raiders, Marlon Mack. Okay. Let's look at the signings. First shows the Colts. Thank you God, TJ Watt went to the Jaguars. We're going to play Mitch, who we played in the Super Bowl twice a year from now on. He went to the Dolphins. So Dolphins with the #1 overall pick will probably not look for a quarterback, which is kind of surprising because the Heisman Trophy winner, I thought quarterback-wise at Tennessee was going to be the one that gets it. It's the first overall pick. So we might see some changes here for that first overall. Samson Ekebom, that is a good one there for the Cowboys. Roby Coleman to the Redskins. Justin Houston, the Bears. I don't know if they end up actually picking up Floyd, what they're doing out there. That's kind of weird. Derrick Henry will be facing him twice a year. Cunningham to the Voyagers. May going back to the Jets. Oh, Leonard Floyd went to the Cardinals, so he left Chicago. And Chicago replaced him with Justin Houston. All right. Kalichi Osamile. That's how you pronounce it. We'll be playing him twice a year next year. DeMonte Kazee leaves the Falcons to go play with the Cowboys. Derek Barnett goes to Baltimore. Taylor Decker to the Voyagers. Brendan Roby to the Steelers. Jake Butt, Josh Reynolds. They go through. Steven Nelson to the Jets. We'll see him twice a year. Solomon Thomas to Bucks. Patrick Onwuasor to the 49ers. That's a good one. Good fit there. Alex Okafor, we'll see him twice. And Obi Malafanu twice. Okay, those are good cheap signings for the long run. Kendall Beckwith to the Voyagers. Ooh, that's a good pickup for them. DJ Ham, Mario Edwards Jr., Elijah Wilkinson, Blake Bortles to Chicago. That's not really an upgrade, so who knows if they'll make it back to the Super Bowl. Willinger actually goes to the Bears, so after winning a Super Bowl ring as a backup, he's going to go in Chicago and play for a spot. Kevin Seppi, okay, that's a good one. I'm just going through now at this point. We do have Kirk Cousins. No one's going for Tyrod Taylor, but hey. After the first two, there's a large drop off. That normally happens. I'm not picking up one there. Tyrod Taylor, that's too expensive for me. I would like to pick up a depth guy. DJ Humphries could be good, but that's a lot of money. Couldn't even logically give that much. Landry at 23 years old though. Look at his block finesse. He could be someone that is a good backup actually. Let's go with that one. Okay, let's do some scouting. Actually, see if there's any players that come off of stories that I have written down. Okay, let's see. Sorry about that dog just passing by. Look it up. Okay. TJ Watt, a $93.5 million contract for the Jags. Wow, okay. Kendrick got 15. Sorry about that, guys. Felt a little dry here. So there's Skylar Lindsay, who gets the Heisman. Randall Millard. Write him down. Randall Millard. Good speed. Also write down so we can track these people. Heisman, Randall Millard. Kind of knew he was going to be Heisman winner, though. We knew that week 15. So, Randall Millard. Don't know what he said. Good 40. He's fast. Probably a corner. Parker Sapp. Okay. Here's some eyebrows. For interviews, I think that's gonna, in fact, affect intangibles. And Trayvon Jones. A good combine. Okay. Those are going to be two big ones to really look at. We're going to scout through. Lindsley should have got the number 1 overall pick, but I don't think he's going to be picked over 1. Trayvon Jones is looking even better, man. But the fact that Askew is a receiving back, he'll have the speed over him too. Oh, it's a tough choice. That is a really tough choice there. Miller was fast, so he's probably a corner. There's Sapp. Raise some eyebrows. We're not looking for a run stopper in the middle. Drafting another one. Miller, safety. He'll go late in the first round. Okay. Whoops, that's wrong guy. I wasn't paying attention. Glanced over chat. That's a good guy to get in the 3rd round. We got 2 picks in the 3rd round. Okay. Javier Waters might fall because he didn't do the combine. Okay. At this point, let's look at some later rounds. I know we want to get some linemen. That'll be a good one. He does not look like a good one to do later on. In the 2nd round. He's mediocre at best. 5.6, but not a lot in the right. Like, good in the top tier. Wow, that's depressing for his combine compared to what he is. How big are tight ends? Maybe he's a candidate to flip over at halfbacks. Not fast. Let's look at the quarterbacks later on in the round. That one with Rankin might be one to pick up. Clemson. I don't know, we'll have to see. Scouting points go pretty fast. So let's go to the next stage. We should bring in Cousins. That shouldn't be too good. No, too hard. Now we got 5th year options. Kirk Cousins declined. He's going to go somewhere else. Got Shaheen and Landry. Oh, really? Kirk Cousins denies coming. Well, he wants a starting job. That's why. He's not going to get it. Josh Allen is the heir apparent. Is Holland back someone that could back him up? Not really at medium accuracy. That throw power is not great. Not high on it. Alright, 5th year options. See who we got. Josh Allen, we stick with him for 2 years? Yes. Pick up his 5th year option. Or is not to? Maine Edmonds has played great with us, so yes, we're 100% going to pick up his option. So we do have that. Where did Kirk Cousins go? Steelers, okay. Really don't draft a quarterback. They're up in the top 5 as well. Okay. As for backups now, damn. Keenum look like right now? Not throwing it downfield, that's for sure. However, I think Case Keenum could be someone that we can bust it out a year with. Worst comes to worst. Yeah, we're gonna go a long time vet, Case Keenum. Feel better there. Maybe Kamara to the Pats. 40 is still out there. Back to Dolphins, that would hurt. That would hurt a lot. Figure out what I want to do here. Damn, science is bad this year. I think I'm done with free agency. There's no one at the end of the day I want to bring in. Big. Maybe we bring in some depth. One, actually, I don't. Actually, I don't see. You know what? We are gonna. Let's bring in a punter. We're gonna have a competition. We can't. Oh, there's 90. You know what? We are gonna go with Bo. Bo's gonna be the one. Let's scout now. See if there's any more draft stories. Cars bring in Brian Winters. Marlon Mack. Njoku went to the Patriots. Ooh. And Hunt went to the Patriots. Ooh, that's gonna be a good offense. We'll have to see what they get. Voyagers get Taywan Taylor. Humphrey the Colts. Xavier Woods. Alright. Ooh, Devin Lewis might fall. Devin Lewis was lacking physical. At pro day. Okay. Let's see what that translates into. My off seasons really aren't that fast in the first place, or slow in the first place. Forbes goes top 10. There's no reason even looking at him, right? Yeah. Let's just go through like this and see what talent shows up. Parker Sapp, no desire there. George Abbott, no desire there. Tom Rose, no desire. Hit there with left tackle, I'm good there. Go down. His price not a great combine. Alexander. I don't want to draft him back. He's already 24. Ingram, free safety. He's already 24. No desire there. Pass coverage guy. Cooper was the power back, but him is a big guy either. Kansas State, 24. Lucas, we'll just do the rest of that. Okay. Divine. Okay. Andre Lynch. Jump, but Clay Jenkins, not a great combine. Doesn't match up great with the rest of his class either. Donald Cruz. Good bench press, but that has to wait for him to even be practical. Ace Mullins ain't gonna be anything. Ain't gonna be nothing. Speed rusher, Billingsley. Nope. Let's take a look at Smart. Be undrafted. Maybe we can get smart later on in the draft. Temp files, 24. On winter. For a vertical jump, that's about it. Donnell Law. Good strength. 6'1" of the combine. Okay. Did not think I was going to get someone that deep that was looking that good. Penn State, Moses Tatum. Okay, that's something serviceable. Building for the future there. Like Tillman. Brazil stats there. Ooh, if he goes undrafted, that's going to be one that's big. I think we don't have enough points for anything else. Let's go to stage 4. Let's see who we pick up. We got 2 bids out, I think. We did bring in Case Keenum, so at least we got a backup quarterback. See if there's any more stories. Bill Everett goes to the Jaguars. Kamara went to the Pats. Back with the Dolphins. UTSA. Not liking that. Not liking the fullbacks. I do like Kelly, but I don't think he's going to drop. We took receivers last year. What high would I see there? That's a good one for a good depth. That's not there, that's for damn sure. He's an intriguing guy later on in the draft, later on in the class. Same thing with him, 6th round pick. Nothing special. Same thing with there. Those 22, Virginia. Okay. Draft. Dolphins pick first. Let's kind of project the first 5. But first, let's look at the recap. League signings. Look at the top 5 at each position. Mitch goes to the Dolphins. Cousins to the Steelers for 1 year. Bortles gets a 3-year deal. Osweiler to Pats. Pats to the Voyagers. We'll probably see the Voyagers taking quarterback. So it's intriguing what the Dolphins are going to do. Okay. Halfback, Hunt and Kamara. Jesus, what are they doing over in New England? No, I do not like the look of that. Henry dealing with the Dolphins. Howard the Titans. Thompson the Titans. Other than that, no big no signings that I wasn't thinking it was already going to happen. They want Taylor the Voyagers. Reynolds the Colts. Doxson going to the Bengals is low-key good for them. Or Isaiah Sharp, Alan Hearns, Njoku going for the Patriots is just gonna hurt. That speed on the outside, just not good for us. Decker going to the Voyagers. He'll be there for the foreseeable future. 3-year deal. Njoku got a 4-year deal. Okay. Asamale, the 1 year. He'll be starting probably for them. Max going to the Dolphins for a 1 year. With Pouncey. Brooks got a 1 year going to the Colts. Winters got one with the Cardinals for a year. Okay, nothing big. We kind of knew that some of the guys here. This is a low-key good one for the Bears here. Ty Downey going over maybe for some backup, maybe get some starting snaps. Tepe going to the Pats. Derek Barnett to the Ravens. Muhammad Wilkerson going to the Cardinals. Okay. Robert Aniche going to... Oh, wow. Okay. Might change their draft plans a little bit. Okafor will play Vic Beasley off the edge. I like Vic Beasley, but after that first season, he kind of just disappeared off the radar a lot. He had like 3-4 sack games or something like that. Alright, Poe in the middle. They lost Solomon Thomas. So they're stocking up in the middle of the field. It's a good deal for the 49ers. Jenkins, Woods, PJ Hall, it's a good low-key deal. Justin Houston because Floyd left. But I don't think he's getting... We'll have to see if he's kicked out the outside. That's a 1 year... That's a 2-year $19 million deal. So that's 2 years in Chicago. Okay. Billy Henry, that's going for the Raiders. Solomon Thomas goes to the Bucks. Ansa, Blair. Okay. TJ Watt going to the Jaguars. That's a big one. Samson Ikebum, Ryan Anderson, Damian Wilson go to the Pats. Zach Cunningham to the Voyagers. Might see the Voyagers again if they can get a good quarterback because of the retirement of Phillip Rivers. So if they draft a good quarterback, we could see them in the playoffs this year again. I don't think it's deep. We'll have to see how that stacks up. Reggie Ragland, that's a good one for the Steelers. Beckwith. Ooh, they're kind of revamping the middle of their line there. Okay. For Floyd, the Cardinals. The rest of it looks like depth. Marlon Humphrey, the Colts. That's a good signing. Nick becoming going to the Redskins. Jonathan Jones to the Raiders. Okay. Trey Waynes going to a division rival, the Bears. That's a good signing by him. Good depth. Depending on what the roster. Xavier Woods, free safety, 2-year deal. He's going to be a big playmaker in the backside of that defense. They let Jason McCourty walk. Marcus May going back to the Jets, I believe. That's a good one for the... Because of Xavier Woods leaving, they get Demonte Kazee. But they didn't go younger. Woods would have been the better one to keep for Cowboys for sure. Kendrick Thompson leaves Seattle to go play for the Eagles. Colbert, Josh Jones, okay, rest some depth. Malafanu going over to the Pats. Stern Harmon going to the Tribals. Okay. Let's see. There's still some big things. We got everyone that we negotiated with. And I'm fine with that. I'm 100% fine with that. Now we got the first ones in the draft. How do we do this? Let's kind of shift around our depth chart right now to kind of see what we're looking at. Teams back up right now, that'll be good. Play, who we took in last year, White, Singletary, Yeldon. Winnie's playing that hybrid. Might see more, depending on how teams up there. We might use Shaheen more. Knocks like this. He's gonna be playing more instead of Sweeney. Damaris Shields is now the number one. There's no doubt about that. You like that. Oh, let's set up. Tackle, that's good. Bain left guard. Morse. Color. Okay. 4 was a good low-key hole for the Bills. So we have Calais Campbell going to be playing in the inside. And this might be one that he plays in the inside on pass rushing. So on our 3-4, he's going to be on the inside. Our 3-4 stance, and then on our 4-3 stance, he's going to be pass rushing on the outside. Okay. Inside our package, our base packages, and the outside on our pass rush ones. Okay. And Oliver, the other end. Defensive tackles there. Left to be Shaq Lawson. We kind of knew that was going to be the case there. Little linebacker. We got Summers, so I'm not looking to really move on. I like Joseph and Summers as the ones we might get one more back. Jerry Hughes, Corey Thompson out wide. One more here. Let's see some of Kylie Fitz in the preseason. See what he can do. Corner, Fuller, White, Apple, Ron Johnson, Levi Wallace. Okay, that's good. Free safety, Gardner Johnson, Jalen Howard, Denmark. And this goes to Hayden here now. Kick return is now John Ross propelled up into this position. Bills gets no kick return responsibilities. Long snappers Morse, third down back. This is the issue we have on third down. We don't have a good third down back. Geldon's going to be power back, probably. Slot will be Bourne, Foster, Wims. Fine with that. If we have an issue, it'll be Ross that steps up in one spot. This is how it is the outside. Lawson, throw-ups. Outside. Oh, I want Calais Campbell. Here. Inside, we'll probably do whoever we draft. Might double up there. That'll be Hoskins and Edmonds. If we need to, Hyde will play up the box. Hyde has to play up the box. Slot is obviously Eli Apple. He played good in the slot. Practice squad. Okay. So at least we got this sorted out. Long run there. Let's hit the draft. Pause it. We'll kind of project what the first 5 picks are. So the Dolphins picked Mitchell Trubisky in the offseason to be their quarterback. So who goes number 1? Who goes number 1? It's a big question. And then what do the Raiders do? That's another big question there. The Raiders... The Raiders have a QB. What do the Raiders do? Lineman, maybe? The Vikings are 100% going to take Skylar Lensley. I would be surprised if they did not. Skylar Lensley will come off there, and in New York will take the next quarterback, more likely. There's 100%. There's no way in hell that the Vikings don't take a quarterback. There's no way in hell. So the first overall pick of the 2021 draft goes to the Dolphins, and they will select Keyshawn James, left end out of SMU. He was up on Michelle's board, being one of the top players in the league. We did have a draft story in week 1. So they go pass rush. Ooh, okay. That is a good pick. 81 overall to a division rival. The Raiders, the second selection, will pick Tyrell McTire. Okay. Tyrell McTire struggled against some big-time talents midway through the season, but 77 overall, that's something to build on. That's good. Raiders trying to rebuild that big defense. And they don't go quarterback, they go Ishmael Monroe. Ooh. So do the Giants pick Skylar Lensley? Cliff Kingsbury is going to go Aaron Alexander, right end out of Texas. To be a 76 overall. Alexander we didn't have on any draft stories. Marcus Burrows, strong safety. He was the one. He also played some corner in Tennessee. He was a two-way player. And he played great against Terrell McIntyre. McIntyre is a two-way player as well, so that was a big one for those two guys. So let's see. The first quarterback will be Skylar Lensley going off to the Giants. The Heisman Trophy winner taking over. And that is going to be a big one. We'll see where the Giants go this season, but that is a big one for them. For the 49ers, we'll select Joey McClendon. Get a good one. He was good physical. He had some good tools on the outside to use against the receivers. And so the draft stories are going off quickly. The Bengals with the 8 overall goes to Kendall Forbes, 75 overall. Okay. Forbes wasn't a big guy that I was looking at, so it's not a whole lot here. The Lions go Dennard Green. Ooh, that's a good pick there going on the outside. The Chiefs. Jelani Donaldson, receiver out of Michigan State. I didn't know too much about Donaldson. I didn't really look at the receivers that were coming out of the draft for the most part. The Falcons are going to take Tony McCain, corner out of Temple. He had the most interceptions in Temple history. That's going to be a good developmental prospect. We'll see what goes on in that secondary. The Rams select Braxton Carter, defensive tackle out of South Carolina at 79 overall. That is, oh my God, if we play them, that is going to be a difficult game. Going to be sitting and pass rushing next to Aaron Donald. I think they picked up a good end as well in the offseason. Ooh. Broncos, Tim Daniel, defensive tackle, okay. And this is where we really think, do we want to trade up? Is there anyone on the board that we think will not make it to the 32nd pick? No one's went running back. I think Trayvon Jones will be the first running back off. So I think we hold off. Yeah, I think we hold off. I'm fine with that. The Texans select Moses Allen, left guard. We know too much about him. Steelers will select Randall Millard, strong safety. Had a good 40, so he's pretty fast. And that's going to be a good strong safety signing there, 74 overall. The Cowboys will select Garrison Steele, trying to get some more weapons for that offense. We'll see how they do. Progressively, that offense is kind of stale to me. Maybe in real life this year, when the NFL season starts, if Mike McCarthy can get a jump start with that team. The Jaguars will select Silas Sellers. Okay. That is bad pick, but okay. The Colts, the 18th, will take Brock Copeland. And Copeland was a story, I think. No, he was not. So that one, I don't know what the Colts are doing there. Eagles will select DJ Kelly, trying to get the receiving core up. The Browns take Joe Cash, center out of Texas. Okay. 75 overall. The Titans will take Terrence Shade, left end out of Kansas State. The Patriots will take Parker Sapp, middle linebacker. Okay, he had some weird interviews at the combine, they had said, so maybe some intangibles are affected there, but 75 overall, you might get a starting spot there. And I think we're going to hold for our pick at this point. The Panthers select Herman Anderson. Okay. Seattle takes Clarence Irving. Baltimore takes Ellis Mason. Okay. The Saints take Tony Reverson, center of North Dakota State. The Jets take Thomas Edwards, right end of Alabama. And I'm glad I got Calais Campbell. Redskins get Dakota Durant, receiver out of San Jose State. And for the first time in NFL history, it will be the Houston Voyagers' first pick going into their NFL season. Brand new season for the franchise. Their first overall pick will be a quarterback. It will be Dave Abbott. Had some issues with the intangibles. I believe he had an earlier one in the season around week 1 or maybe week 2. But QB out of Georgia, they get their replacement, an heir apparent to Phillip Rivers. The Packers gonna take Donald Hart, okay. And the Bears, we played in the Super Bowl, will take Gabe Norris, and we are on the clock. No one has picked a running back. Ooh. Remember, we got a pick in about 11. We got 10 more picks between our two. I just want to see what the offer is for the 32nd pick. We pick up a 7th next year. Then it goes back to 52. We go the middle, around the 20s in the second round. I think, as a matter of fact, it's 20 on their dot. I don't think that's worth it there. Okay. For our selection comes down to what is on the board. In the line, Gabe Burrell will fall at least to where we got, but not a great combine. Nothing at center. At right guard, Dean Anderson might fall. He might fall just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I don't think he'll last that much longer. As for pass rushers are coming off fairly quickly as well. Hooper would be a good one to invest in. But we got a lot of ends out here. Particularly Bennett Moreland. If he goes deeper into the second round, we have a lot of guys in here. I do like Moreland though. Defensive tackle. So defensively, there's a lot of good players out there. Lamont Shepard. Another one. We got Dominic Tyson as well. Kind of slipped, and he'll go probably in the second round. But with the first pick of this NFL draft, we are going to take a chance here. No one's picked up either halfback at this point. We have an extra third. I would not mind trading up and using next year's third in that 11th round and that 22nd pick, the second round, to trade up to grab these two, one of these two. I really think though they will fall. However, anyone can use linemen, and we have an issue in our offensive line, making Dean Johnson a big pickup for us. Young, good combine. He's projected middle first round, so we're getting him. He was projected in the third. His talent is mid first round. I think he'll be good there. The first overall pick for the Bills in the 2021 draft will be Dean Johnson a right guard out of Louisville. And let's take him here. Hidden dev trade is going to be a 76 overall. He will be playing immediately, probably right out the gate. This is a good pick here. A solid one to get our offensive line up off the ground at the guard position. We got 2 aging players on our line, and that is a big one. Looking at our roster, he's going to immediately fit probably where Teller is. And as Spain gets older, we have Teller to really go over there or more. So we have a good backup in Teller at this point. And that is going to be a big one here. He'll be starting at right guard day 1. So, the Dolphins going into the second round, they're going to pick Trayvon Jones. So we have a decision to make here. Do we trade up? Do we trade up? We trade up. I don't think the Raiders take a pick here. Oh, I think they do pick a running back. What is my options after Askew? Nothing. Like it's another power back. I'm not high on it. You know what? We are going to pull the trigger. There's a team that ended up winning the Super Bowl with us. We can make some of the harsh decisions here and give away future picks. And I'm okay with this. We're going to trade up to snab who we want. We're going to go up to the Raiders for their second round pick. We're going to give up the 32nd pick of the second round. In our later third round pick, we trade up. They need a bit more value. Let's add in next year's fourth round pick. The Raiders will not accept. I don't think they're not going to take a running back. I think we're good there. About the Vikings, Cardinals. Then the Vikings? No. Cardinals? No. Bucks? No. Who really is going to look at the running back? Saints, because they don't have Kamara. Yeah, it's just the Saints. Let's ride it. It's risky, but let's ride it. Roosevelt is second pick off in the second round. Ronald Sears comes off, and I'm getting nervous now. The Cardinals take Lamont Shepard. I think he's going to be a good guy, but developmental. Gilbert Askew does go to the Bucks. So the issues we have here is what? Is there a trade that we can make eventually? I want to look at this now. To get ourselves someone good. We might trade at this point. Wow, they added another one for Austin Eckler. Yeah, it would be a good trade. Oh yeah, it would definitely be a good trade. Oh yeah. At this point, since they took Gilbert Askew, that could mean Austin Eckler might be traded. It might be easier to trade for. So we've kind of switched our stance for this pick coming up. Bigsby, receiver, going to the Giants, trying to get more for their first round draft pick for the quarterback. Was Skylar Lindsley. Leak goes Corey Blade. Lions take Price. And the Chiefs take Devin Lewis. Lacking some physical on his pro day. So at this point we can switch gears. With our second pick, go with a pass rusher. This is different than what I was thinking. You'll still hear mid-second round though. Brendan Cooper is still here. Speed rusher, North Dakota State. Do we take this? I think Truman was already picked. Orland had a long-term injury, so I think we do. With the first of our second round picks and the second pick of the draft, we're going to take Brendan Cooper, left end speed rusher out of North Dakota State. Good combine, good finesse moves, tackle, pursuit. See what he looks like. And he is a hidden dev trait, 72. 26 overall in true talent. We draft him at 43. So he'll get some spots here. He is looking good. He's going to be on this defense for a long time, Brendan Cooper. So, the Rams take Brian Graham. Chris Charles. Craig Ray. Eddie Weston. Blackburn. Burnham. Simmons. Eddie Chavez. Patrick Leggett. Woods. Tom Rose will be the quarterback of the New England Patriots after Tom Brady retired. So we have some quarterbacks coming off and some teams that are quarterback needy. So we'll see what happens with those ones. Juwan McAllister. Forbes. This has got to be a back coming up here. Javier Waters. Yep, Deion Cooper. Norman Fortin. Matthew Veal, who's right tackle at Clemson. We were probably going to pick him, but glad we didn't. Tyree Robbins, cornerback at TCU. Aircraft. In our second round pick. What did we do with it? We quarterback. Do we actually go quarterback? I think that's a little premature. I'm not high on Greg Ivy. Second round. I'm not really high on him either. Not really high on him either. Got just speed. We go best player available and go Bennett Moreland. I feel like that's too much. Montague. We have some safeties out here. Ooh, we can pick Dominic Tyson. Draft for the future? I think we do. His height is 30, right? Yeah, Micah Hyde is 30. He's going to be starting up there in 31. I think taking Dominic Tyson as the heir apparent is the choice to make. Dominic Tyson, strong safety out of Syracuse, zone guy, good hip power, probably good tackling, good awareness, pursuit. I'm going to take him in the second round. A normal dev, 70 overall, good developmental talent. That's exactly what I wanted. 40 overall and true talent in this draft. Tackle needs some work. And I kind of figured that at most points. But the heir apparent, Dominic Tyson for Micah Hyde. The Dolphins pick Session, and we already have a pick. We're going to go quarterback. Don Schneider, a Connecticut Scrambler, is a good one. And I think we take this because we need a backup to Josh Allen. He'll be on his 5th year next year, and we need a reliable backup in the long run. So Dan Schneider will pick their 3rd round pick. It is a reach. He's a 65 overall. He's only 22 though. That is a decent one though. At least in accuracy, that's pretty decent. Okay. Good speed. Ooh. Could we see a little razzle-dazzle out there with Dan Snyder? Ooh. A razzle-dazzle like they do in New Orleans. Jordan Devine goes there. Mike Fortin, backup Gonna back up over in Arizona. Dan Rankin, gonna back up Cam Rowland. Okay. Emma Potts, that was a good pick. Third round at least. Everyone's looking for hidden gems. Bennett Moreland, 75, right end out of South Carolina. Did a long-term injury, so I wasn't really high on him. So why I didn't pull a trigger, otherwise I probably would have picked him in our last one. Dylan Reedy. Texans take Jamar Ewing. Steelers got Jalen Collins. Dante Jordan. Paris Southward. Colts take Wayne Lindley. That's a tackle at West Virginia. Let's take Javion Boss. Andre Lynch, that's a good pick there. Greg Ivey goes to try to replace Delaney Walker in his shoes after Walker, I think, actually retired. That was going to be our pick probably later in the third round if he sat there, but it was not that great. And Gabe Burrell goes at the Patriots. I didn't think he would survive until our pick, so that was a guy that I wanted, that I was kind of on the fence with, but I didn't think he would survive if we can pick him. Callaway. Oh, Callaway wasn't on the list. We had a couple more. Brendan Franklin. Josh Alexander. Mel Wilson. Dudley Morton. John Graham. Dave Thurston. Alright. Our second, third round pick. Trevor Burrow, you like him. Brian Fusco. Kane Nixon. Four though. Donnell Law. Still biting at the edge here. He's going to be a strong guy, but he'll need a lot of work. Weed'll need a lot of work too, which I'm fine with. But I was liking Lamontague. Not a strong guy. Just not a strong guy. You know what? We're going to pull the trigger on it, though. He had inconsistent play, but I think he could be a developmental player. We'll have to see what he brings to the table in this. We are pretty much going for hit or misses right now, and we need to really draft at some positions. Because Jerry Hughes getting older, we can't keep Calais Campbell forever. We're searching for pass rushers on the outside. Let's take a crack at Eddie Montague, speed rusher to Lafayette. Projected around here, 69 overall, 48 in true talent. We drafted him at 96. Okay. I think I can work with this. I think I can 100% work with that. Tyson Lacey. David Johnson, Nick Smart, Brandon Pratt. At this point, we're just going to let the draft play out. File, okay. We have this one. Can we make great? My 4 for next year. So we traded for Austin Eckler after they drafted our the running back we were looking at drafting. We go ahead and go for Eckler. The running back they drafted, we'll have to take a look at him when everyone's on the roster. Making this move, we give the 2021 4th and 6th round picks, so our next 2 picks, and a 2022 4th rounder. This is a big one as we lost out because I did want to reinforce our offensive line. The line is aging. So we took that route. Trayvon Jones was taking the next pick, and then the running back we were looking at. But storyline here though, Austin Eckler, we tried to bring him in last year. He decided to go to the Bucs instead. The Bucs now drafting younger, and Eckler will have a starting role, if not the feature back, in this next NFL season for us. So that is a big one there. He will be the feature back, and I'm excited for that. Dickens, we don't pick until the 7th round. Ball goes off. Wasn't a big one on ours. Robert Truman had one great all-star game. Moses Tatum, which I did like when we did scout him. Good one. Bingham out of Utah, 70 overall. And just going through, see if there's any hidden gems in the later rounds. We'll have to see what the Voyagers got in their first pick. Their first NFL one. They had in their picks. We're to the 5th round now. Okay, I'm not seeing many other. Let's just go to the next round. Let's just send the next user pick at this point. Midway through the 7th round. At this point, you're picking depth. Players you might think have something in the tank. Personally, I really hate drafting in the 7th round. I always don't know what to go with. Terrell Sellers, 6'5". You know what? Let's take Terrell Sellers. Hidden Dev, he is 55 overall. Running back. He is 100% a running back. Or tight end. Like an extra defensive tackle, maybe. I'll take that back. I'll take that center. This one. Sammy Ryan's at Ole Miss. Not great, obviously. But at this point in the draft, not a whole lot. Vic Swinton, the one I liked more here, but not going to go anywhere. And that's it for our draft in the 2020 as we move into 2021 season. So, draft recap. Big stuff. Dean Johnson out of Louisville is our first round pick, 32 overall. Take him. Hidden Dev, so at least he's got a superstar at least. I think, or star. He has at least star. In good blocking. Needs a little work on the finesse route plays. He's going to be good. Our second round pick is Brendan Cooper, left end out of North Dakota State. He'll be seeing some snaps. I think he can make some impact this upcoming season. Dominic Tyson, pretty much drafting for the future here as Micah Hyde's getting up there, 30, 31 years old. So this is definitely a developmental behind him. That is a good one. Good speed, good acceleration, good hip power for strong safety. Tackle needs some work, play up in the box, good high motor, big hitter. He's going to be a guy that really is an archetype that we look for in a strong safety. Then Schneider, we brought in. We're going to do a little razzle dazzle with him. Got some good speed at 84. I think we're going to be definitely having some Tyson Hill vibes. Definitely. This is going to be some fun times here in Buffalo. Eddie LaMontague, we brought him in the 3rd round. We needed pass rushers, and I think this one for him will be one that ends up eventually coming through because of the retirement of Jerry Hughes when that comes. Then we traded to get Austin Eckler. We traded our 4th and our 6th rounder, and we have 3 7th rounders here, which we took pot shots at 3 guys. So let's kind of look through the draft class. The Bears, not much. Who's going to be the quarterback for the Bears is what I think. Trubisky left and went to Miami. Right, Blake Bortles. They got Blake Bortles in the free agency. Bengals with Kendall Forbes, 8th overall pick, rookie out of South Carolina. Anchoring that right side. Ooh, damn, he's going to be good. Hidden dev trait. As for the rest of the draft class, all under 70, but I think some good ones in here, developmental guys. Broncos went with their first round pick of Tim Daniel, a defensive tackle, but didn't really hit on any big starters that we'll see more likely. Joe Cash, who we were looking at, taking 20th overall, rookie out of Texas. That's a solid pick for the Browns. With Leggett in the 2nd, then Condre Lynch, who I was wondering where he'd go, and this is a good fit with him, good zone coverage. I don't think he's a big hitter, so that's one of the things. Not really a big lay it down big hitter, so it'd be something they like to play physical defense down in or over in Cleveland. Then the Bucks go Burrow, Gilbert Askew. 2 picks, or actually 3 picks before we were going to take him. That's fine. We got Austin Eckler from them. And Marcus Burrow, their first overall pick, strong safety, is going to be a beast. No doubt about it. That's going to be a lot of picks for him. Gilbert Askew, looking at him, Northern Illinois, rookie 21. He is a hidden dev trait. He would have been good. We could have turned him into a long-term feedback. Austin Eckler is only 26, so not like we took the bottom of the barrel by any means. Aaron Alexander, 76 overall, right end, taken up in the top 5. And be a beast as well. Lamont Shepard, I was wondering how he looked at this coverage ability, and that's pretty good coverage for 72 overall. Good catching too. Okay, that's not something I'd be like, oh, that's such a high praise, but that's a big one. Let's quickly go through this because I have to actually meet my parents to get something to eat. We start 15 minutes late. So I had to get some sleep, a little tired with all the sinus stuff. But Jelani Donaldson, Patrick Mahomes with 90 speed, like he needs any more speed. And Devin Lewis and DeMarcus Chamberlain. DeMarcus Chamberlain with that speed, the middle linebacker. Brock Copeland, but really it's Wayne Lindley that they got. Cowboys only really hit on one that first round. Keyshawn James for the Dolphins, and Keyshawn James is going to be dangerous. So will Trayvon Jones. This is a headed beast that I just did not want to see with Trayvon Jones, but the Dolphins pick him up and a good pass rusher. That is, wow, okay. Not really much for Eagles. Falcons. 2 big ones, McCain and Moreland. Bingham up there as well, 70 overall. Clendon, the main corner. Skylar Lindsley taking over the quarterback responsibilities for the Giants. It's going to be good. Jaguars. Okay. The Jets didn't really hit on anything big, but they get a good team in the first place. The Lions do hit on Denner Green. That's a good pick for their pass rush. Kyrie, Robbins. A lot of these are depth plays for the Packers. They did make it to the conference championship game and lost to the Bears because Trubisky was playing pretty good for them last season. Patriots get Parker Sapp. Good lineman here. But they go with Tom Rose in the second round. Let's see how he pans out. Raiders with Tyrell Tyre. Braxton Carter guy. This is not going to be fair. We play the Rams this season. Him next to Aaron Donald. Redskins didn't really hit anything. Saints didn't really hit anything. They're kind of on their downward trend rebuilding. That they with the Seahawks didn't really hit anything. Millard is a good, intriguing one for the Steelers. Needs some work in some small areas, but overall, that's a pretty good safety. Texans, Moses Allen, Craig Ray. Good draft picks. Titans didn't really hit anything big. The Vikings not taking a quarterback. What are they doing in Minnesota? They could have easily taken best quarterback in the draft. Dave Abbott going for the first franchise quarterback for the Houston Voyagers. Those uniforms are pretty fresh, man. Those are pretty nice. Rookie out of Georgia. Oh, damn. Oh. He's going to be good. Like, I don't mean mediocre good. Dave Abbott is going to be good. Jesus. Let's see NFL draft there. Let's adjust my roster right quick. Let's see if there's anything we want to do really fast. Keenum will be the backup. Schneider will be there. We're going to put Hollenbeck on the practice squad more likely. Halfbacks. Eckler is going to come in and be the feature back. Kind of how it is. The Jones Shields will keep everyone here. I feel like Sellers is a running back more than anything. Actually, you know what he reminds me of? Pass catching tight end, actually. He looks like a tight end. Let's transfer him to be a tight end. He's a little undersized. Yeah, 62. Undersized for one. That maybe leaves us with Sweeney off the block. We go into the season with 4 tight ends. Keen's our fullback. Knox and Sellers are up here. Let me see what Sellers can do. Get some snaps. Dawkins from Spain. From Landry's over here. We will be signed in the offseason, so that's good. Morse is there. Johnson's going to start. Miller's only has 73, that's why. Woodbury's over here. Ford's really the backup for both tackle positions at this point. Calais Campbell's over here. But we're going to have some craziness when it comes to moving players around. I want Montague on the right side. Montague will be on the right side behind Hughes. Corner. Cool. I think we'll adjust Joe Hayden to the safety position at this point. But Tyson there needs 1 year of work. At this point, I think we're good. Let's head into preseason week 1. I'm going to set the depth chart up so you guys kind of get an idea what the depth chart's going to look like after we upgraded some players. Really doesn't matter where Jerry Hughes goes because that's the only upgrade he's going to get. We got 75. The old-fashioned way, the depth chart. Ladder, okay, I'm good with that. Eckler, Yeldon, Singletary, White, good with that. He's playing fullback. Shields is going to be number 1. He's number 1 bat. Another one, one receiver. Tight end, Croft. Knox. And Sellers. I'll tackle down Dawkins. Might have to get another tackle, I think. No, we have enough. We have enough. We'll use Holloway here, and we'll stick Landry up here. Here. Holloway will play guard. Ryans will play here, center. Johnson's going to start on right guard. Woodbury's obviously going to be on right tackle. Calais Campbell is going to be the end. The other end's going to get Oliver. Phillips Wagner here. Okay. The outside would be Jerry Hughes. Calais Campbell on this. Calais Campbell's going to be the end on our 3-4. That's right. He's not going to play on the end. Okay, that's good. Free safety. We know that's going to be the case. Tyson's going to get some snaps, but we will have Aiden play those slot ones. First comment. Ross, Caleb Thomas. Okay. Third down running back. Eckler, Yeldon, Singletary. Okay. Power back. Yeldon. Slot will be, I'd say Jones, or Kendrick Bourne. Big Jones. Similar. So, N will not be Ed Oliver. Silly. So Lawson will be on the left. The right end will be Calais Campbell. What I'll do over here. Move down. if anything does go down, we will have Gary Hughes out here on the left. Will be on the right. The middle, it'll be Ed Oliver. Cooper. Lions, Hoskins. Dominic Tyson will play up in the. Actually, it'll be Hyde that plays up in the box. Our slot cornerback will not be Kendall Fuller. It'll be Eli Apple. That's just silly. To do that. And that is how our roster will look. So let's look at displayed in the pretty pictures and the adjust lineup screen. This is what we're going to start preseason with. Josh Allen starting at quarterback. Eckler will be the feature back. Shields our number one receiver. Zay Jones, then Kendrick Bourne in the slot. Shaheen, we brought him from the Bears, will be the fullback. Tight end hybrid. Croft will be starting at tight end with Knox and Sellers, who moved over as our drafted guy receiver. The line will have Dawkins moving from left and right. It'll be Dawkins, Spain, Morse, Johnson, and a Woodbury. For the defense, running the secondary at the safety positions, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson will be a free. Micah Hyde will be at strong. Joe Hayden will fill in if Hayden plays, or not Hayden, but if Hyde plays in the box. Joe Hayden will be that deep safety. And out wide, it'll be Kendall Fuller and Fabius White with Eli Apple playing the slot. Wallace behind him and Teron Johnson. On the rushing, going in the linebacker core, Jack Lawson is going to be on the right side. Hughes is going to be on the left. Now, as Hughes... I think I need to switch this. Yes. I need to switch Lawson and Hughes. So I'll do that in a second. So these guys are going to be switched. So in our base 3-4, Hughes is going to be pass rushing on the right, Lawson on the left with Von Hoskins and Tremaine Edmonds in the middle linebacker position. Summers and Joseph will be backing them up. On the line, we'll have Ed Oliver, Phillips, and Calais Campbell. When we go into our pass rush 4-3 scheme, Lawson will be on the outside with Calais Campbell. In the middle will be Ed Oliver and Cooper. Hughes will not be out here because we will not be dropping anyone in coverage in our rushing. So we need our best rushers on this. And I think this is our best rushers right now. Hughes is better in coverage right now than Calais Campbell, obviously. Well, that is going to be what we go with so far to start the preseason. We'll see how it goes. Let's move guys around. Yeah. Washington should be on the left. Should be on the right. Lights on the side. Austin's on the left. Ed Oliver. Riley Fitz. Corey Thompson, there we go. One weird thing we haven't done is I'm going to pick up at least one more middle linebacker. I like to go in with more starting the season. At this point, I don't want any issues at linebacker with injuries. Bring in someone Practice squad. Possible. Bring in Sylvester Steele. Bring in Roman Wilson. Bring in Roman Wilson. Bring in Isaiah McQueen. And McAllister. Bring in Tim Washington. No guarantee money here, so it's not like it's going to be something where I have to decide on who's being cut or anything. Yeah, people that could be intriguing. Pick up one more linebacker. Clement. I think that should put us up to... Oh, we're actually too high. We're too high on. Look at the ones we brought in. I need 2 more to release. This one, Wilson. Okay, we're at the the 75 and 75 mark. We have our depth players who we will be messing with in the preseason, especially those middle linebackers. So, as normal, I will be playing the preseason in 4 games. What we're also going to have before the preseason, though, is we'll put this. I'll put this full stream up on YouTube, and then from there we will go and do a little cutoff season, which kind of highlights things like that. And just in case you don't want to watch the entire off season, and then we'll have preseason. And then we will have the preseason. We'll do all 4 games, some highlights of all 4 games. We'll go on that. And then from there, we will move into the season. I'm going to make some changes offline because I got to make some changes to the playbook. As well as look at some things when it comes to players getting boosts. What we might do is take off this league setting and just go with it. weekly training and just sim it. We won't play the things and we'll just sim it. Yeah. So we can pick who gets those things. Oh, before I forget, what does our schedule look like for the season? So preseason, we play Cowboys, Jaguars, Seahawks, Saints. Then we go into the season, we start with the Colts. Let's start with luck. Then the Jags. Then the Browns. Dolphins, Falcons, Panthers, Titans, Patriots. Then we play the Buccaneers. Bye week, then Texans, Jets, Saints, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets, Broncos. Okay. For a one-off game, it is the AFC West and the AFC North. These are one-off games. When it comes to seed, because the Browns won the North, and yeah, the Browns won the North. The other one. The Saints. Oh, that's weird. I'm missing a team. We play the NFC South. Or AFC South. We're in the AFC East. Play the NFC South. Okay, that's weird. It's never like that. You never play the South of both divisions. That's just strange. Typically, if you play the NFC South, you're also playing the NFC North. Something like that. Depending on what you plan. So, it kind of cycles in a rotation, obviously. Always typically one off. For the Colts, Titans, Texans, and Jaguars. So we play the AFC South. Browns are the one-off. So we play the AFC North. Who's our NFC one-off? Play the AFC South. Broncos. Broncos are our one-off. Wow. So we play the AFC West and the AFC North are our one-off games. Okay. So we play the entire AFC South and the entire NFC South. Okay, so this is going to be a game that's crazy. It means the Broncos No, we were second. We didn't win a division. So we play who was ever second. I was thinking we won a division last year, but the Jets won a division. So we were the second seed in division last year. First playoff seed. We play the Broncos, who were the second. And we play the Browns, who were the second. Okay, that makes sense. Wow, had to think there. Well, I will see you guys next time. Thank you all for joining me. I'll put this up on YouTube for y'all and make the cuts. We'll have the cut episodes sometime this week. I haven't decided yet, and then also the preseason one probably by the week's end as well. So I will see you guys next time. For all of you over on Twitch, if you're over on YouTube and you watched all of this, thank you for watching it all. Really appreciate it. Go ahead and comment, like, subscribe. Tell me how you like this off season. We didn't have a lot of needs that I really wanted to address, but we made some big moves that I think will put us in a better position to compete long term in the future. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.